the boogie, set up, drop the boogie. Ball with the ball, the bang, the dang, diggy, diggy, diggy. Set the boogie, set up, drop the boogie. Ball with the ball, the bang, the dang, diggy, diggy, diggy. Set the boogie, set up, drop the boogie.
Welcome to race number 2 of season 4. We are here at New Hampshire for 45 laps of racing. Maybe one pit stop, I'm not really sure. On the front row is Benjamin Mimoso and Nathan Rogers. Starting in row 2 is Sean Galligan, usually a road course driver. And Emerson Arden, who got in here via part-timers. Michael Santos and Stephanie Vanas in row 3. Santos got the pole here last season. James Morton, Allison Rogers, row 4. And Jim Morton and Peter Sands in row 5. Daytona 500 winner for this season, Karen Vieira, is starting in 42nd, so that's interesting. No, Nicholas Samudio, another part-timer, starting 39th. Brenda Rogers will be starting in 19th. So hopefully we get to see a good race here today, and hopefully it is caution-free as we hear the starting command. Drivers, start your engines. We'll see you for the green flag in a few seconds. So we get ready to go green here for 45 laps. Pace car is down into pit road. Green flag is out. We're underway here at New Hampshire. As they improve some of the bottom groove banking. And look at Sean Galligan making a run for the race lead here, 3 wide. And he will take the lead, oh boy. Sean Galligan, Mimoso, and Nathan Rogers still 3 wide with him. And Sean Galligan clears him. Wow, what a move by Sean Galligan to take the lead from 3rd place. And now Mimoso and Nathan Rogers are battling for 2nd. As I said, they improved the asphalt grip a little bit, by 0.05 to be exact. And it is making a little teeny bit easier to pass here, but Sean Galligan is pulling away for now. As it makes it really difficult when you start far back here in this track. Steve Cavallo side by side with Zachary Rogers. As I stated before, I consider this a short track. Nico Tringali's won at a short track before, as has Jim Morton, Michael Santos, and Benjamin Mimoso, I believe. As they are still fighting for 2nd, Sean Galligan has opened up a 1-second lead. That means Mimoso just does not have that good of a car because he's got other people on his back bumper too. It seems he had more of a qual car and not as much as a race car. And he is still holding up that bottom line, and Sean Galligan is gone, and we got a wreck! I saw somebody wrecking the back. Caution flag is out. Looks like these drivers will race back to the line as Mimoso finally clears Nathan Rogers. Looks like Nicholas Samudio was involved. Karen Vieira, Benjamin Tilton perhaps. And these guys from about, it looks like 18th back had already hit the line when the caution waved. Michael Santos is in 3rd. As Sean Galligan leads, we'll see if they pit. But it looks like to have been a minor wreck here at New Hampshire. And it looks like they will come down to pit road. Actually, it looks like some drivers are going to stay out. Expecting maybe another caution, or maybe they'll pit on the green. We'll take you to see what caused the first caution. Yeah, it looks like these guys are just taking a quick gas and go. Let's see, Sean Galligan. Yeah, they're just taking quick gas and goes. So we'll see who made it out. Galligan's going to make it out first out of his group. And let's see what caused the first caution of the day. Chris Washer's just going to try to squeeze it 3 wide here, and he's going to push the 36 up the track and into Benjamin Tilton. And then Tilton's just going to brush the wall, and he's still got the 36 clipped, and that spins out the 36. And then, oop, I can't tell who hit her. It looks like Austin Alves did the back end damage. And then small hits from Tilton and Karen Vieira. And let's take you back to the restart. Ready to go back green. 20 drivers stayed out. And here's the rundown. Allison Rogers in first. Peggy Bowling second. Micah Kidney third. Nico Tringali fourth. Logan Scott fifth. Brenda Rogers sixth. Frank Hopkins seventh. John Linares eighth. Brian Shea ninth. Michael Parker 10th. Logan York 11th. Cody Russell 12th. Michael Amato 13th. Nolan Bergeron 14th. Dana Ellen Cavanero 15th. Kate Rogers 16th. Tony Vieira 17th. Chris Washer 18th. Henrietta Fitzwater 19th. Sean Galligan and Stephanie Vanas managed to get in front of Karen Vieira, who stayed out as well. And then Mimoso's 23rd. Jim Morton 24th. Michael Santos 25th. Emerson Arden 26th. James Morton 27th. Michael Naylor 28th. Greg Lyons 29th. With Peter Sands in 30th. And I checked, and these guys make 47 laps a gallon. So it could be a tire thing that the tires wear, and they have to pit earlier for tires. We'll find out as the green flag is back out. We are back green here with 35 laps to go. I mean, we'll have to see how the cars that pit do. They really just took fuel and got out of there. These drivers probably won't be pitting for a while, as Allison Rogers will be the race leader, as Sean Galligan got passed by Stephanie Vanas. So we're seeing Sean Galligan's car in traffic here is a little different. They are making a lot of movements up here. Logan Scott going to pass Nico Tringali for 4th. As Micah Kidney, Peggy Bowling, and Allison Rogers moving away in the top 3. Now Logan Scott gets to 4th. Frank Hopkins looking for 5th. But Allison Rogers pulling away in the lead right now. Nicholas Samudio slow in the 36. Benjamin Tilton appears to be maybe slow as well. Zachary Rogers making a little gain up to 29th. As Jim Morton's making his way through, and Sean Galligan is falling back. He has lost spots to Stephanie Vanas, Benjamin Mimoso, and now he's losing one to Jim Morton. And he might have used up his tires when he was making that 3-wide dash move there in the beginning of the race. Now Micah Kidney going for 2nd on Peggy Bowling. Logan Scott, Frank Hopkins going to loom for the 3rd and 4th place. But Allison Rogers is driven away for the moment. Micah Kidney running his first full-time season, and I think season 2 was his first full-time season. Peggy Bowling trying to hold on into third, but it looks like Logan Scott will take that spot. Almost gets the clear. Brenda Rogers looking for sixth on Nico Tringali, who hasn't really gone since the restart. As we go back in here in the pack again. As I said, Zachary Rogers making some moves, going up to 27th now. Sean Galligan is sitting in 23rd. Benjamin Mimoso and Stephanie Vanas have been making gains, very slowly making their way back towards the front. As now Mimoso's going to go 3 wide almost here. Henrietta Fitzwater, who won this race last season. But Mimoso and Vanas are moving up through the field, as Vanas just took away 16th from Season 1 champ Michael Amato. And Mimoso is up to 19th now. As now the top 3 have moved away. Frank Hopkins looking for 4th on Peggy Bowling. And he will take that spot with ease. And let's take a quick break here and be back shortly. As we are back already. Oh boy. So the question is if they will catch the 36 and gaining that second a lap. I think they will. Meanwhile, the 88 and the 41 are slowly but surely catching the 51, as is the 17 of Frank Hopkins, who's running good here today. So we take a look back in the pack again. Stephanie Vanas really making her way up through the pack. Fighting for 15th spot on Chris Washer now. Mimoso still in 19th. Zachary Rogers is moving up here too. He's up to 24th. Sean Galligan continuing to lose spots. But 12th up is pretty far ahead here, as Brenda Rogers is looking to pass Peggy Bowling for 5th. Fastest lap time has gone to Allison Rogers, with Logan Scott, Micah Kinning, Frank Hopkins, and Brenda Rogers behind her. So these are the fastest cars up here, but that might be because they have been driving away from the pack. But coming to 20 to go. Ever since Allison Rogers took the lead, she has not held back in the slightest. Austin Alves has been making some slow progress up here in the back. As Sean Galligan has gone nowhere but backwards since taking the green. Now Zachary Rogers looking to take 22nd place away. He restarted in 31st, and he is slowly making his way to the top 20. Mimoso now looking for 17th on Michael Amato. Stephanie Vanas settling into 14th place, as it has become somewhat of a train race now. But Frank Hopkins has been catching up pretty dang good lately. The question is, how will Allison Rogers react when she catches the 36? Remember, some of these drivers still haven't pit, or if they have to pit at all. And that 36 car will most likely be caught in a lap to 3 laps. I'm guessing 3, maybe 2. Nico Tringali is looking for 6th place on Peggy Bowling. Benjamin Mimoso settling into 17th. There's a lot of drivers that pretty much settled into where they are running now. Frank Hopkins, Logan Scott are continuing to gain ground, and here comes the third. They're catching on the 36. They're probably hoping the 51 hits them in the turn. And it looks like it could be going into turn 1 with 15 to go. So Allison Rogers will look down low to make the pass on the 36. And it was a breeze for Allison to get by. How will it fare for the 41? As he will move to go by as well. But Allison has been dominating ever since she took the lead after staying out from pit road. Logan Scott, Frank Hopkins moving by now as well. It was really a breeze for all of them. And these 3 drivers here are still catching up to Allison Rogers. They're trying to hunt down the 51. Let's take a look at the back of the field here again. Kieran Vieira dropping the 36th after staying out. Sean Galligan trying to make a little bit of a charge back here in 28th place. Zachary Rogers up to 21st. As now Vanasse has started to lose positions again. Or not again. She was gaining, now she's losing. And Cody also trying to take 10th away from Logan York. 2 other MWR cars up here. John Linnaeus, Ryan Shea running good here. John Linnaeus won here in Season 2. So Allison Rogers is slowly being caught here on lap 37. Be back in a short break. Here we are with 8 laps to go. Micah Kinney trying, and Frank Hopkins is going to look for third on Logan Scott. He's going to start that battle. Probably most likely leaving it between the 51 and the 41. No, Frank Hopkins is going to settle back down. Brenda Rogers kind of gaining ground. No sign of... Oh, we got a wreck! Big crash on the front straightaway. Nolan Bergeron, Stephanie Vanasse. This changes everything. And oh boy, these guys better hope they don't get involved. And these guys probably should have just stopped behind everybody here. Whoa boy, oh my god. Allison decided to be that person. Oh, Nolan Bergeron don't hit the 41. Now the question is, will these drivers be pitting? Brenda Rogers is coming down pit road. But it appears nobody else will pit with her. Ooh, Michael Beeson with some front end damage. As these drivers have the right to go by. And Allison Rogers' lead and possibly a win is gone as Brenda Rogers pit from 5th place, I believe it was. So I don't know what's up with that. I'm pretty sure we're going back green, so let's just take a look at our second and last caution of the day. These guys are going 3 wide, and looks like the 30 just barely gets in the 1 and then hits the 69, and they go in the wall and they go for a spin. Cautions out, and everybody's just getting really stacked up. James Morton, Michael Parker doing some rubbing. And Peyton Goodwin got into Benjamin Dion there in the back. No, Nathan Rogers hits him. Oh yeah, look at that hit by the 33. Beeson getting damage. Tough break for some of these drivers. We will take you to the restart. Ready for the first green white checkered of the season, boys, as we get 2 laps to go here at New Hampshire. Your top 10 rundown: Allison Rogers, Micah Kidney, Logan Scott, Frank Hopkins, Nico Tringali in 5th, Peggy Bowling, John Linares, Ryan Shea, Cody Russell, and Chris Washer in 10th, with Kate Rogers 11th and Logan York 12th before the 36 cuts off the rest of the field, and he will most likely be slowing down these other drivers. So expect maybe one of the top 12 drivers to win. I would say maybe top 3 or 4. Top 3, top 5 drivers, depending what kind of start the 51 car gets here. Will she keep the lead after dominating most of the race? Remember, these drivers have also not pitted. They probably have the fuel to make it. They might not. They're taking a gamble maybe here. Pace car down pit road. Checkers or wreckers. Green flag is out. We are back on the way, and the 51 got a huge jump. The 41 did not go. And he is getting just driven by. And he ran out of gas. Micah Kinney just ran out of gas. Coming to the white flag here. Frank Hopkins looking for second. Drivers are running out of gas. Does Allison Rogers have enough? The caution came out. Kate Rogers, it looks like, ran out of gas. Or there was a wreck. And this is going to give the win to Allison. No, Allison's coming to pit road. A lot of drivers are coming down to pit road. Who the hell's winning this race? Allison Rogers is going to win the race on pit road. What the bleep? Frank Hopkins could have gone and won the race, but I guess he did not want to win a race that way. And Allison Rogers will take the victory. What the actual bleep? I don't know. Frank Hopkins second, Logan Scott third, Nico Tringali fourth, and the rest of the cars are all a lap down. What the bleep? Well, let's cap in here to the 22. Here you go, 22 ran out of gas. She was trying to get to the bottom. Mimosa was trying to go under her, and he would just spin her out and tell her to get the heck out of the way. Bumps the 58, hits the 36. Zachary Rogers nowhere to go, gets smacked into the wall. And that is why the caution came out. And then you look up here. Something happened up here. Michael Parker went right into Micah Kidney. And then there it is. Michael Beeson gets into the 64. And then up here, another thing happens. Nathan Rogers gets into Michael Santos, and he goes for a ride. Because you cannot really pit here at New Hampshire on the green. If there are cars beside you, it just causes a massive wreck. Congratulations to Allison Rogers. That Allison Rogers won. Frank Hopkins did not want to win a race the way it would have looked like. And Allison Bailey beat him out to the line. We will see you guys at Boston.